What's up, YouTube? Just want to let you guys know what's going on. Haven't posted anything lately. I've been going through a lot of things, man. I lost my mom recently. I had to make a couple of moves, and you know, here I am. This is the Slash 110 Platinum. Here's my Stampede 4x4 VXL, and over here we have the two-wheel drive Stampede VXL. Still running the stock setup, all VXL blend in on all three of these trucks. If you're running four-wheel drive, this is what you're going to need. If you just bought one of these trucks and you're wanting to run it and you're wanting to go fast, if you're wanting to put a 3S LiPo on these trucks, these are the couple of things you're going to need. You're going to need this battery. You're going to need a Venom. Since I've been running these batteries, I haven't had any issues with high-speed cogging or anything. When I was running the Traxxas batteries, I had issues with high-speed cogging, breaking axles, just all kinds of stuff. I was very disappointed with the Stampede 4x4 VXL due to the fact that it would not keep axles. And I was trying to run 3S LiPo, and I just couldn't have fun with it. So this truck was broken down for a long time. I did finally figure it out. You're going to need these axles right here. These come from the Traxxas X01, which is a 100 miles an hour car. They said that they have never been able to break one of these axles, and I have yet to break one myself. They are 6852R. That is the Traxxas part number for these axles, and these fit the 4x4 Slash, and Platinum, the 4x4 Stampede, I'm sorry, and they also fit the Traxxas Slash Platinum. I have these axles on both of these trucks, and since putting those axles on here, I haven't had any issues with the axles on these trucks. If you're going to run 3S LiPo, you're going to need that. You're also going to need a heat sink and a dual fan, because that motor on 3S LiPo gets really hot really fast. Even with the dual fans, I'm only able to run these trucks for about 15 to 20 minutes, even though my battery has more life than 15 to 20 minute intervals. This battery will run for about 30 to 35 minutes, but the motor tends to get a little bit too warm, so I always shut it off after about 15 minutes of run time. If you're not going to be jumping and bashing and stuff like that, you're not going to need these. If you're just going to be doing like what I'm doing with this truck, and you're just going to be running it on the street, you're not really going to be jumping it and bashing it and everything, then you won't need them. But if you're going to be jumping and bashing, you're going to need these aluminum shock caps. I have them on all four shocks, and that's just to keep the fluid in them, because those plastic ones, when you jump, when you land, what's going to happen is these are going to pop off. And when they pop off, you lose all your shock fluid. So be mindful of that. If you're going to be jumping, you're going to need some aluminum shock caps. Definitely going to need this fan. And I also cut off that Traxxas plug and soldered on a Dean's plug, because it is a more common plug used, and I wanted to run this Venom battery. I've had 3 of the Traxxas battery chargers. They all do the same thing. The fan starts making a funny noise, and then the charger just quits working. The fans will stop working on the charger, and then the charger just quits charging batteries. Sent the first 2 back to Traxxas. They replaced them. The third one did the same thing, and I promise you guys, the charger sat right here charging batteries. I didn't do anything with the charger. The charger never went anywhere. I never put it in the trunk of my car. I never took it anywhere. It sat right here charging my batteries and just quit working, all 3 of them. And that was in about a 6-month period. 3 chargers in a 6-month period. Since then, I have bought this guy. This is the Venom Pro Duo charger. It is you can charge 2 batteries at the same time, which is the same thing I had with the Traxxas charger. I had the Traxxas Dual ID, and junk, man. I'm telling you, don't order it. Don't waste your money. Save that $100. That's what I spent, was $100 on the Traxxas charger. Bought this charger. Way better charger than the Traxxas charging system. Another thing is these batteries have a balance port. Okay, you'll see here you have, where you plug it in, And then you got this guy right here. Okay, this guy plugs in to this balance port right here. Alright, and it plugs into this second one. This is the first one, this is the second one. So that guy plugs in right there. And you always make sure that you plug this guy in to that balance port, and then you plug it up. You plug this in into your charger and you charge it. And as you can see here, I already got one uncharged that has been charged recently, and got that guy charged up. He's on storage, so he's storage charged. I got the charger unplugged, so that guy's ready. I haven't unplugged it, but the charger's not plugged up, so no power is going to it, and it is on storage mode. Just haven't unplugged it and put it away because I'm going to be running that battery here soon. And that's what you're going to need, guys. So I just want to give you a quick rundown of what you're going to need. If you just bought one of these trucks and you're looking to run them and you want to go fast and you want to have fun, that's what I recommend doing if you're wanting to run 3S LiPo and to get the full potential of the Traxxas brand. They say that these trucks will do 60 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour right out of the box, and that's not true. These trucks come with nickel metal batteries right out of the box, and they run about 30 miles an hour with the nickel metal battery. Now they will do what they say on the side of the box, but that's after you put these fans on this motor with a heat sink and you get you a 3S LiPo. Once you put that 3S LiPo and these fans on here, you should be good to go to those speeds. But if you don't have these axles right here, you ain't gonna make 2 passes, because I didn't even make a 2 passes out of them before I kept breaking those plastic axles. So you're gonna need these 6852Rs, and that's what they look like. They got the rubber boots on the end. Those are the axles that come on the X01. If they do 100 miles an hour right out of the box, and those axles aren't going to break, my friend. That I promise you. They're also on the back of the Slash. I don't know if you can see them on there, but those are the same axles are on the back of my Slash 4x4. And you see I got the big wheels and tires on it, the Proline TSL Super Swampers, and this truck is an absolute beast. I love it. And also got the Hot Racing Wide Kit. It's a 12mm hex, but it's a 28mm wide kit. So it's 28mm wide. And if you can see, I'm just giving you an idea of what these look like. So that's what they look like, and that's what they look like on the truck. So this truck is a lot wider than what it was from the factory. So is the Slash. So is the 2-wheel drive VXL. They all have the wide kits on it. But what you're going to run into is, if you order these, is these aren't going to want to slide. Your wheel goes on this end, your tire, like this. So it's going to mount like this. Your tire goes on this end here. This little star-shaped end. Okay, this end slides over the axle. And this is where your pin, you see that little pin in the middle? So when you take your hex hubs off, you slide this on over the axle, and you got those little pins that go in. And what's going to happen is this isn't going to fit all the way up onto the axle. It's going to stop short. So you're going to have a hard time getting your pin to go in that hole to line up with your axle. So what you got to do is you're going to need a drill and a drill bit. And I did a drill bit that was as wide as this hole is. Okay, but it went down in there smoothly. I just slid the bit down in this hole, and it went smoothly down to the end. And when it stopped right there, I rotated my drill a couple of times and got it to go just a little bit deeper. And once it went a little bit deeper down in there, I pulled my drill bit out and took this guy and I fitted it back on to the axle and just gave it a couple of test fits until I drilled out the right amount and the holes would line up and I could get that pin in. It's very simple. As a matter of fact, I will post another video tomorrow. It's kind of late and everybody's asleep, so I'm gonna make another video of this tomorrow, and I'll go outside and show you guys how to drill this out so that it fits on those stub axles nice and smoothly, so that way you can get that pin in very easily and get those wide kits on. I especially had the problem with the two-wheel drive Stampede on the front, those stub axles. That wide kit would not slide on those stub axles. It's like they were too long, so the stub axles are sticking out this way or like this way, and then when I slid this on, when I went to slide this piece on here, it was hitting. It was like it would go all the way down and then stop, and this hole, the hole here, would not line up with the hole on the stub axle. And let me see if I can show you the hole in the stub axle on here. So you see the hole, okay? Let me spin it around. Oh, so you see the hole there? Well, the pin goes in right there, and that is the hole where your stub axle is. So the problem you're going to have is it's not going to want to fit, and you're going to have to drill that bad boy out so that it will go all the way up on that stub axle, and you can put that pin in and then put your grub screw in, and then your wide kit's on. As you'll see, wide kit's on, and it is now as wide as the back is in the front. And you definitely need to have that wide kit, guys. That's something I highly recommend. It's from Hot Racing. It's the 28mm wide kit. It's a 12mm hex, 28 millimeters wide. I don't have a part number, but you can look it up and you can find these all day long. They're the 28mm, 12mm hex wide kit from Hot Racing. Get these guys. Put them on all of your trucks. If you got Stampede / whatever, get them, put them on there. That's going to prevent you from rolling the truck over constantly, because that's what kept happening to me. I just kept rolling it, kept rolling it, kept rolling it. Well, guys, that's it for now. I think I've taken up enough of your time, and just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of what's going on, and I hope to post some run videos here within the next few days. So bear with me. I'm doing all I can. Thanks, guys.